Anyway, so I invited you guys to this podcast because, like I said, I'm a loan officer, and a lot of people are wondering which gyms to go to, what amenities certain places have, and I had that problem when I first started. I went to the Vasa, the Snap, the Spirit, and then I ended up at Retro. And I was excited. I remember when Retro came to town, their grand opening, it used to be Christensen's. Right. Now it's Retro, and that's been in that building for how long now?
9 years?
Yeah, 10 years this year, yeah.
Yep, going on 10. So that was, Bevan, when he brought that to town, that was a big deal to bring in a space that big.
Yeah.
I mean, the other spaces in town, not to talk bad about them because they're great, but, to bring in something about 10,000 square feet bigger than the next.
It's that big?
It's pretty big, yeah. It's
23, 24?
24.5.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a large space.
What's the second biggest? You guys are the biggest.
Space-wise, for sure.
Yeah.
What's the second one?
I'd probably be down Vasa. I guess that's 11 or 12. I'm not entirely sure, but it's...
Yeah.
So, I mean, it might be bigger, it might be 14, but we're definitely got more space.
Yeah.
And that's before they added on, we added on that little, or I guess Bevan did, the previous owner added on that little section for the strong room.
Are you guys maxed out? What I mean is I remember that room was empty, and then he created something, right? Mm-hmm. Is that space maxed out, or are you guys going to make more space?
Currently, we're probably maxed out, but there are some things we can do with that building to accommodate growth. Down the road, if we get there, we could do there's some options inside of that current space to maybe create a cardio deck or something in a mezzanine kind of situation to create a little more floor space for free weights. And so that'd be down the road. I mean, we don't have any current plans to do that, but at some point as we continue to grow, that would be an option in that current space to create, more square footage.
And I'm a member there. I've been there since you guys started, but you guys have all sorts of, the first one obviously is the space. You have the basic package, but then the next thing is you've got the sauna, mm-hmm. You've got tanning beds, mm-hmm. And then there's the strong room.
Childcare.
Oh, and then childcare.
Yeah, which is
huge. We didn't realize how big it was when we took over, and Retro's been nice enough to let us keep that. So we're the only Retro that does childcare anymore.
Really?
Not as big on the East Coast. I mean, Utah's got the kids, right? But they realized how big it was in Cedar and how much of a selling point that is. I mean, when you think about how much you're getting for $40 a month on that Ultimate, it's I mean, you can't compare it to anything.
Is childcare included in the basics?
So, not the basics. So Ultimate, you can do one kid, and then you can add on additional kids for $10 a piece.
Yeah, and I want to shout out to Jen.
Oh, she's awesome.
So my wife worked at Retro.
Okay.
She was in the daycare. I worked at Sportsman's, and she worked at.
Nice.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She is amazing.
Yeah, that's been one of the best parts. Honestly, is Jen. She takes care of it. She keeps us in compliance. She is awesome.
And this is random. I noticed when my kids would consistently go to daycare, they learn social skills.
They do.
My specific example, they learned how bad it hurts to get bitten.
We hope that doesn't happen a lot, man.
Right.
Well, it only takes, with my kid, he learned real quick never to bite anybody because he got bit first. Totally random, but we babysit a couple kids in the neighborhood, and you can tell they've never had that. Anyway, shout out to parents. I think a little bit of daycare helps with that social interaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But all that combined with the buddy pass that you get for the Ultimate, I mean, for $40 a month, like I said, you really can't beat the value.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other big part of it. I think the child care, I mean, the sauna is great. The tanning is great. We like tanning. I like tanning anyway. That's all great.
He likes cancer. You smoke too? No, just kidding.
I'm thinking about taking it up later. The classes are amazing.
Yeah.
We have a wide variety of classes. That's the other thing.
What classes do you have?
We do hot yoga, Pilates,
high fitness.
There's a boot camp. There's all kinds of classes.
Some cycling, spin.
And then we're doing some MMA, some jiu-jitsu, some boxing.
He's talking us into boxing.
Okay.
So.
I'm trying. I'm pushing.
We'll get somebody certified for you.
I'm trying real hard because I love it.
Yeah.
I hate the stepper.
Yeah.
And I hate the treadmill, but I'll go hit that bag.
Yeah.
But
There's some back east that do have like a boxing room. Yeah, just a bunch of heavy bags hanging in a room.
So with the kind of our role in this whole thing and where we started about, November 17th, we took the gym over from where it was. And we'll give a big shout out to the previous owners because they really did. Bringing a facility like that to Cedar was a big deal. Clearly it was needed.
Absolutely.
And so, we had a big head start on things to hop in there in November. And since we've taken it over, everybody who's been in there probably realizes it was yellow and red, including the paint and equipment.
But that was the franchise.
That was a franchise.
They wanted you to do that.
Yep.
They did.
Yep, 10 years ago, that was their big colors was yellow and red. They actually changed, 7-ish years ago to a gray and black and a white?
Yeah. It's different, a couple different shades.
And so we've done the painting there. We're going to do some other upgrades.
Well, now that you guys have taken over, what is the big vision that you guys have for Retro?
We want to turn it into a one-stop shop. We want it to be the best possible facility we can build. And it will take us, 6, maybe 12 months to really get it kind of in the vision we want it to be. But our vision would be to have more classes. We have the CrossFit. We call it the strong room there. So you have strong room, you have heavy lifting, cardio classes, childcare, yoga. We're trying to one-stop shop all of the exercise, including something that Greg is kind of spearheading for us with kids training, because that's a big thing we've noticed we don't have.
I'm curious about that. So I'm a Little League football coach.
Yeah.
I just want to share one cool thing is cool moment with my football kids. They're fifth graders. I've been with them since third grade.
Right.
Helping them exercise and learn confidence.
Sure.
It makes a huge difference.
Sure. Yeah. So,
but your kid program, what is that?
So it's starting February 2nd. So we've just been signing people up the last 2 weeks, and we're going to start kind of small. We're going to start with 3 classes, but it's going to be big. And our goal is to appeal to any of the sports leagues around here, whether it's football, volleyball, gymnastics, basketball, whatever. We want to be a supplement to all of those types of sports: speed, strength, and agility. Right now,
you said speed, strength, and agility.
Yep.
With soccer, with football.
Anything.
Oh, I'm going to send so many people your way.
For sure. We've got 2 coaches right now, Kinsley and Nelson. Nelson is a former SU track athlete. Was one of the fastest kids of the nation, 20.7 for 200 meters. Just absolute stud. We've got Kinsley Drake, outstanding high school athlete, and is currently working towards being a world record holder in powerlifting. So we've got a good core. So they're not just average teachers. They're people that
for these younger kids.
For the youth, yeah.
What is their age? What is the youngest to the?
So it'll be ages 9 to 18. We've got 3 different age ranges right now: a 9 to 11, a 12 to 14, and a 15 to 18. Eventually, we'll expand that into different ability levels and maybe some different specialties and everything. It's going to be good. We're excited.
I am thrilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it, and something else that I think it's really good for is even the kid who maybe isn't doing a sport but wants to be into the lifting, because that's the other side of this too. It creates a community for these kids.
Confidence, like you said.
Yeah. They have that camaraderie. Skills, right? It's crazy.
For sure. Yeah. So.
And that starts when?
February 2nd. Yep. Monday.
That's coming.
Yeah, it is coming.
Wow.
So.
Yeah. So my son, I was an X-Men in Little League. That means you can't run the ball. You're too heavy, right? Well, my son, he made me so proud in Little League football because I told him, I don't think you're fast enough to run the ball, right? But he's hard-headed like me. And he's like, hey, go talk to the head, I was the head coach, go talk to the offensive guy. Well, they gave him a chance, and sure enough, he's doing pretty dang good. But me and him, we want to get him a little faster, a little more speed. And we've been looking. Yeah. I've been trying to watch YouTube videos, so.
Oh, yeah, well, this is a good program. In fact, so just a little background, Greg and I have coached cross-country and track. Greg's done a lot longer than I did. I haven't done it the last couple of years. You're still coaching cross-country, but speed is, we're very familiar with how to build speed, technique, those kind of things, because honestly it translates into every sport. If you're stronger, if you're faster, you're going to be better. Baseball, soccer, football, doesn't matter.
Can I ask your guys' opinion? The question I have is that myth of they're too young to lift weights. What is your guys' opinion?
Stunts their growth, right?
Right. What is your opinion on that?
You know, in our younger class, we're going to start with a lot of body weight stuff. Range of motion, body weight, agility. They might work into lifting pretty light, but that form and everything needs to be established before they, start even think about lifting any weights or lifting heavy especially. But, I actually teach at Cedar Middle School. That's my other
cool
gig. And I do PE and weights there. And, once you teach them technique, and that's the amazing thing about kids is how quickly they pick things up. If you or I were to learn something, it might take us a year. A teenager is going to pick it up in a couple weeks, and then they're just going to be ready to roll with it.
Yeah.
And so once they have that form locked in and you kind of, handle their volume and, don't throw them into crazy workouts at the start, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine.
What age do you think they can start lifting weights?
We tend to think about 11 or 12 is when they can start. They're not going to start really lifting heavy till they're, 14, 15 and getting into those high school years.
So let them pick up
for sure
a lighter dumbbell.
For sure.
Do the motions, teach them.
For sure.
But don't max out, right? Don't do that crazy stuff.
Exactly.
The other thing, you were telling me a little bit about, the vision is an all one-stop shop. You've got some other ideas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got a space available that we're going to put in, like a nurse practitioner that will do hormone therapy. Now that'll be their own shop, but located right there for a couple hours a day. Mm-hmm. We're thinking we're going to add PT to it and chiropractic to it. So you're going to have,
even physical therapy.
Physical therapy.
Yeah, we've got somebody that wants to maybe have their main office there at Retro, which would be nice because we want to offer, like to piggyback on what he said, some massage therapy. A lot of different things could go into Retro that kind of go hand in hand with the body, the fitness type world that we live in, and we want to be.
Well, that's a big deal because I hurt my shoulder at Retro. No, just kidding. It just came from weightlifting.
Yeah.
But it hurt me, and I had to go. I went to a doctor. I went to a chiropractor, physical therapist, and then finally my brother-in-law, who used to be a chiropractor, he's like, I just think it's arthritis or something. So what you're saying is I go to the gym, and while I'm there, make an appointment with a physical therapist or the chiropractor.
Exactly.
The nurse practitioner is a great idea.
We want to remove a lot of some of those barriers that people have. People get hurt; they don't want to make a doctor's appointment. You don't blame them. Sometimes you got to wait, weeks or months to see somebody, and we want to make that accessible to people. So
I don't think if any gym has that.
Yeah.
You guys would not. I mean, I've never seen that even outside of Utah.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's our grand idea right now. That's the big idea is to get that going.
Yeah, we're definitely in talks with some people, and pretty close to getting some things going. So besides that, I mean, like Dan said, mentioned the paints. We just had some equipment brought in. We're gonna have a handful of machines at least every 3 months, starting to phase out some of the old stuff. Some of the old stuff is 9 years old. It needs to be phased out.
Oh, it's that old?
It is.
Yeah.
That makes me realize how old I am.
Right.
Because that's how long I've been at Retro.
I mean, it's in good shape. There's a lot of stuff down there. It's still in really good shape. But also there's some new machines available, new techniques. We want to stay right on the edge of all of that.
And as a gym goer, you guys have an eye that I don't know how to describe or put in words. There's certain machines people love to use, me included. There's always a waiting line. That's main reason why I didn't go to these other gyms. But you guys were able to see that, specifically those towers you put in.
Right.
I'm singing your praises because I've always wanted to use them, but they're always busy.
Right.
Now that you've added more, I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, there are some high traffic stuff. Treadmills for sure. We've got some stair steppers coming in later this week or early next week because they are used a ton. But like you said, the towers, things like squat racks, we don't want people waiting in line for it. We want you to be able to access it. And get
even the new lights are making a huge difference.
For sure.
Smith machine.
Yeah.
We've got 3 Smith machines in there now. Just if there was, we looked at it pretty critically, and said what areas can we fix right now to alleviate some of the traffic, especially if we grow a little bit. We want to make sure people have a good experience when they're there. we wanted people not to have to wait for equipment. So we looked at it pretty critically before
Yeah.
we did that.
Tell me, kind of to sum it up, what are you guys doing Saturday?
Okay, I was just going to get to that. I was going to ask if we could talk about that. So we're having our grand reopening. It's going to be from 12 to 3. This is the main event. We are offering an incredible membership special. So it's kind of one they've run before, but we've added some things to it to make it the best deal we've ever run. So it's similar to the GOAT. They called it the GOAT, but it's going to have no enrollment fee, no first month, no annual fee, which kind of hangs some people up. I mean, when you're having to pay $70, that annual fee can kind of get people. And then a free shaker cup and a free punch pass for 5 smoothies. So it really does set you up at a good price point.
Is that for a year? This deal's for a year?
So you can sign up for as long as you want. This has no contract.
Wow.
So no contract.
You sign up, you can, if 2 months down the road you want to cancel, you can, but you find that if you show up, most of those people stay on for years until they move.
But we're gonna have some vendors there, so we're gonna be giving out some freebies. We're gonna have a raffle. We've got a smoker, a lot of gift cards, some clothing, some free passes, and things like that.
What vendors? I'm curious.
So we've got Fed Up that's gonna be coming. We've got HLH Clinic, Heather Hansen. She does a lot of hormone therapy, vitamin, stuff like that.
Cool.
We've got
Brain goes numb now.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this. So.
we've got some other beauty type people, and then
nails.
Well, if you need one, my son started a 3D printing
nice.
business.
Nice.
He wants
That's
to sell toys.
Awesome.
Maybe we'll make some barbells. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah, make some
That'd be
miniature
cool. That'd be
barbells.
cool.
But that's this Saturday.
That's this Saturday, 12 to 3, and then we'll have some freebies the first week of February as well.
That is a huge
doorbusters.
deal.
So
That is a huge deal.
it'll be good.
Well, and then just to kind of stack on there, so that night we have an open house. Well, what do we call that? Member mingle.
Membership mingle,
Let our
yeah.
members come in from 7 o'clock, hang out with each other, get to know each other. We'll do pizza and drinks for them. The general public's invited. We have
Got
a band.
yeah.
A band will be there that night. They're playing at 8.
You have a band coming?
Yeah, it's my
Cool.
kids' band. So
Hey, that's
got
the best
to put on
kind.
good. So yeah, they're good.
That's the
Yeah.
best kind.
They play some good songs. So
Yeah, it'll be fun. That'll be about an hour of music, and then the whole next week is an open house week. So just for the community, it's open house. You come work out. You can get classes. You can get
Now, what does
all
open
for
house
free.
mean?
All for
all
free.
free whole week.
Yeah.
Anybody can come in
Next week.
next
Next
week.
week. Yeah.
Yep. So it's kind of the main event is that Saturday. And then the next week we'll have doorbusters in the morning. We'll have doorbusters at 5, 6, and 7. Just depends on the day.
So this is the opportunity, because this is what hooked me.
Yeah.
I tried 3 or 4 different gyms, and I liked retro because I honestly like the red and yellow. I don't know, it might be my
We'll keep some of
ADD. I was like, bright colors.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But he had new equipment, all that. But this is a perfect opportunity because what I remember is there is a yearly fee usually, but that's being waived.
That is.
And then you're getting not locked in. There is no contract.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a huge benefit.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So I guess if you're looking for a gym next week, which is February something or other,
So January 31st is Saturday.
gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, that's when the big sign up's going to be. If you're still not sure you want to sign up, like you said, you can go to that open
Give it a
house.
try.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Just don't get too many people. I'm not just kidding.
Right.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else that sets you guys apart? I don't know.
I mean, honestly, I think what sets us apart is the culture and the members that are there. I mean, it's a big shout out to the people who've been there for 8 years. I mean, including myself, I was an original member. There's a ton of originals. I see, I've seen the same people. And honestly, it's just kind of culture, membership. We appreciate all the people that are there. You make friends. I view retro fitness in our gym as it's a little more of a serious place where you can go be the cardio bro or you can go be the strong bro, but everybody has a little bit of a place in the community there, and it's pretty amazing. Cedar's not a lot to do at night, or during the day, or and so it's a lot of people get out of the house and meet people, and it's just a great time.
And hopefully we can cut this out if you want, but I want to describe the culture at Retro. What I noticed is you've got a younger generation of kids that use their phones a lot and they take up a lot of time. Mm-hmm. That I don't see that at Retro. What I like about Retro is you can be social if you want, but you can also just buckle down and
Yeah,
work
sure.
out. And it's also cool because that guy who's like buckled down and working out, he is more than happy to give you fitness advice if you ask.
Sure.
And that's just the members there.
Well, that's what we want to create, is a place for everybody. Like Dan was saying, young or olds, whatever goals you have, you can get them down to retro.
But what you guys are doing that's super unique that I love, for me personally, when I got my blood work done, my pharmacology figured out, all that junk, I started getting better results. And you're bringing in a nurse practitioner, you're bringing in like the freaking pros to help you get through whatever you're dealing with,
Sure.
right?
Yep.
I've never heard of that in a gym.
Yeah.
Well, ultimately, if I go to a nurse practitioner or I go to somebody and, I get on the GLB-1, we were talking about that earlier, GLB-1s. GLB-1s are amazing. A lot of people are on them. I think they do a lot of good for people, but especially if you can dial in your fitness while you're doing it.
Yeah.
That's where the big benefit comes, because, you get on the GLB-1, you lose weight, and that's great. But if you can then work on your fitness at the same time, it's even better. So we see it as just a nice marriage between two things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We're excited about everything going on, really.
Awesome. Well, guys, I really appreciate you coming in, and we're going to get this out.
Appreciate it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.